Thank you. I have an idea. You know, when my friends and family hear me say that word, idea, I have an idea, it strikes fear into their hearts. Second only to, I can do that. Idea, do, was those two words that launched Recipe for Success Foundation. You know, I never really planned to spend my retirement in a 60-hour-a-week unpaid job. I was thinking more like, you know, world travel, an apartment in Paris. But when I discovered the acute problem of childhood obesity and realized that I was in a unique position to help, I just had to do something. I had to marshal every resource to change the way children eat. Through this journey, I've learned that every powerful action starts with just that, an idea, a flicker of inspiration. Grassroots movements that mobilize thousands of parents, teachers, volunteers, politicians, activists, sponsors. Start with an idea that someone has the determination to make something happen with, to do something with. The power is in the follow-through. My family and I launched Recipe for Success in 2005 after I had spent 10 years looking into every aspect of obesity, not just the causes, but all the best practices around the world. People were doing things that successfully tackled it. You know what I learned? The most amazing thing, obesity is a stealth killer. We all bear witness every day. Americans are suffering from the explosive effects of this spiraling epidemic. For example, between 1980 and 2000, obesity rates doubled. They continue to climb briskly. Today, 2/3 of Americans are overweight or at risk for obesity. That means as a nation, we need to lose 4.6 billion pounds. How's that for a diet? 2015, the researchers are saying, 41% of us will be morbidly obese. That's just 5 years away. The crisis has invaded even our children's lives. 1/3 of American children today, that's 20 million American kids, are overweight or they're already obese. Unless we get control of this, this will be the first generation of children who will not outlive their parents. Let me be clear about that. Will die before their parents die. We're at war. It's a complicated war. We don't have just one enemy. We're surrounded by it, from the powerful influences of junk food marketers to the decrease in exercise, the increase in television watching and time spent in front of computers, more processed food, the demise of the family meal. The enemy is all around us. It's not just fat weighing us down. The financial and human cost of obesity is growing at a breathtaking rate. In 2008, it cost $147 billion, Americans, $147 billion in obesity-related medical costs. Right now, obesity-related medical costs are about 10% of all medical costs. It's not just our waistlines growing. These 20 million kids, the ones already with a problem, they will develop catastrophic diseases like hypertension, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, kidney disease, liver failure, cancer. They're getting these diseases now as early as 6 years old. Happening this early and this huge, we'll have millions of these kids who will not even enter the workforce. They're going to die. Now, at Recipe for Success, We're working to change this story. We want a different ending. So we're translating research into action with programs that connect with real staying power. We fight marketing with marketing. We put kids in touch with their food from seed to plate, and it's working. You know, kids need to know that their food doesn't grow in drive-through windows, plastic wrap. Twinkie is not a vegetable. 4 years ago, it's not that long, is it? Just 4 years ago, we launched what we call our Seed to Plate Nutrition Education Program in 5 Houston elementary schools. We invade the schools. We garden. We cook. We instill a culture of health campus-wide. It's working. We start literally planting the seed with these kids in huge gardens that we build on school grounds. Then we work with the students and their teachers to weave the garden lessons throughout the rest of their curriculum. Math, science, language arts. The gardens touch everything. Then there, right at the crossroads of what we do, at the very heart, are the chefs. Connecting the produce from the kids' garden to the food on their plate. In the mid-90s, and that's how long ago it was, in the mid-90s, before I even knew what I was going to do with this idea, I went to friends like Monica, Robert Del Grande, Brian Caswell, and said, you know, I'm thinking I want to do something. They said, whatever you want to do, Gracie, we'll be there to help. And they have been. Idea, right? Do. They never dreamed I'd show back up. But together, we have created a program like no other in the country. We call it Chefs in Schools. Chefs teach, you know, actually they mentor young children, empowering them to create healthy meals and snacks for themselves. We started off, Monica, twisting arms with 25 chefs on our advisory board. Now we have 60 of Houston's finest chefs on our board, and chefs from all over the country joining us. We roll cooking carts right into the classroom. We lead the students on a monthly exploration of flavor. We start with how their taste buds work together, and we lead them through an entire month to month through the entire food pyramid, creating easy-to-make recipes, often with vegetables that they've picked straight from their garden. We don't do ants on a log or happy face pancakes. We do ratatouille and pesto and healthy whole wheat pizza. I mean, they are kids after all. My point is that we don't teach these kids just how to follow a written recipe. We teach them the very essence of how to cook. How to create healthy, tasty food that's every bit as yummy as the junk food that we're trying to get them to leave behind, and to create dishes that they'll eat for their entire lives. So the children learn the entire cycle of food. They plant the carrot seed, they grow the carrot plant, they harvest the carrot, they make carrot soup, and then they sit down with their class around a dining room table and eat it together. Along the way, they learn teamwork and sharing and etiquette, little math, science, creative writing. By making it fun, we instill in them a lifelong enthusiasm for fresh fruits and vegetables, and a real respect for real food. You know, when we started literally building those cooking carts in my living room, Bob was out of town. It was me and every friend I could sweet talk into helping. Now we have an extraordinary staff of professional chefs, gardeners, nutritionists, teachers. They work side by side with hundreds and hundreds of volunteers. Many, many, many new friends. Now we teach over 3,000 children a month. That's during the school day, and then even more after school and in summer camp. The number grows daily. We've become a national model, and we've inspired others, and with encouragement from the White House, we're taking our programs from coast to coast. We're going big time. It's because our message is powerful. Children are changing their habits. You know, they're even liking vegetables that they would never touch before. Parents are telling us that kids are not only wanting to cook at home, that when they go out, they're reaching for the healthier option. Teachers are saying that kids are better behaved in class and better attention spans. But we do know that we can't just teach kids to reach for the healthier option. That's just the tip of the iceberg lettuce. I like to say we have to empower schools and parents to give them healthier food. So I had another idea. Hope Farms. A whole team of us are working on this now. When it comes to pass, which will be soon, it will be 100 acres right in the shadow of downtown Houston, an urban agricultural project like no other, the largest urban farm in the world. We've got a lot of ideas. We're working on a cookbook, on a television show, but we need all those ideas and more. Every one of them. We've got a big battle to fight, a war to win. I would say that among the many things that we need to do is our schools need to serve better lunches, right? And mandate PE. We need safe, healthy places for our kids to play and exercise. We need grocery stores and fresh food access for all neighborhoods. We need food companies to be, yes, we do need that. And we need food companies to be forthcoming about good nutrition and make it easy to find and easy to read. But most importantly, we need you. Will you help us in this fight? What can you do? You say, what can I do? Well, you can be a good role model to begin with. You can cook and garden with your kids. You can eat meals together as a family. You can get out of your car and walk. You can get involved in school. You can get engaged in public policy. But my question today is, what will you do when you leave here? I have an idea. See me about it afterwards.